Okay, today I'm going to be doing a review of the Spark 3 Release 3 soundboard, and it has arrived 2 days ago, and yesterday I've installed it. So today I'm going to give a quick demo on the real life performance of the Spark 3 card. And I'm going to try to compare this with other cards that I have, like the Nano Biscotti version 4, then the Spark 2, which is before this, and of course the Proffie board. Okay, so the real attraction of this new Spark 3 card is supposed to be a new type of swing called real swing, and we're going to see how that works compared to the previous generation of their cards as well as the Proffie board. Okay, so this is the one that I've just installed with the Spark 3. Let me pull the kill key. Okay, the volume is set at pretty high. Okay, so this is the first font. There's the main lockup, flash on flash, raster blocks. Okay, so I think that's the first font. I think it's called standard issue if I'm not mistaken. Let's go to the second one. Okay, so the first one, that one was a standard issue. Now originally the card that came, the SD card that came with the Spark 3 board is got the string version. Okay, so I've replaced this with the string version card, so I have to go to Nikon's website and download the file specifically for the new pixel blades. Okay, so these are using APA 1.5 blades, which is actually a bit brighter than the previous blades I've been using. So I'm trying these new ones out. Okay, so and also I have, based on the original 3 fonts that were given in the Spark 3, Essence and Father and Son, as well as All Too Easy, I find that the Essence and the All Too Easy is not so good, not very good in terms of the sound for the strings and everything. So I've replaced the fonts. The first one, I've replaced it with the Spark Color. This is the standard issue, and then the second font is the Dark Lord. Okay. Okay, so the dark lot is NEC's version of the Kylo Ren unstable blade. So far from these two that we've tested, the normal swing, the big swings, normal swings are quite okay. There is a little bit of a lag. I mean, the response is not as immediate as some other boards I'm going to show you, but it's pretty okay. It's doing pretty well. Some of the swings, is the faster ones especially, is actually missing a little bit of the swing, so which means if I can make one swing and then coming back, it may not be registering the second one, but it will register the next one. Okay, the space here is a bit tight. There's not much that I can do here, but I can show you what my space permits. So I'm going to try it again and show you how the swing sounds are like. So the slow swing now is not actually registering. For most part of the swing, only certain part is churning out the swing sound, but for many other parts of the swing, the low swing is not actually coming out. Okay, these are the configuration that comes straight out of the card, which means I did not try to mess around with the different settings in the card. So whatever was the recommended setting, and I've just put it into the board. The only thing that I changed is the number of pixels in the blade, as well as the color for each different blade. Okay, so let's go to the third one. So far we have seen the retraction and the extension of the blade. We have also seen the hum, the swings, the flash on clash, the blaster blocks, as well as the blade lockups. So those are some of the effects of the Spark 3. So this is the third font, All Too Easy. When you do broad strokes like that, the swings are okay. The moment when you move it fast, so it's not registering the swing anymore, because before it can register the swing, a new swing has already taken place. So it mutes the swing. It's not able to. If you're going slow, then it's okay. But in real life, we don't actually swing very slow like that. So the swing are okay. It's actually an improvement from the previous one, except that there's a little bit of lag. So because of the lag, if you move fast, it may not be 100% accurate. But having said that, it's still pretty good lah. That's the blade lockup. Okay, and of course after this we have the saber tracks. The track is not for every channel. It's just at the end of the 3 fronts that you have the saber tracks. So you can skip to the next track. Okay, to get out of saber tracks, hold down the auxiliary button. So going back to the first font already. So I want to contrast this. Okay, I'm going to contrast this with the Spark 2. The Spark 2 came out earlier, one generation earlier, and the Spark 2 does not have rail swing. Okay, so I want to show you the previous version, how it looks out before the rail swing. So as you can see from the rail swing, the swing is pretty much the same. Okay, the sensitivity of the swing, everything is pretty much the same, which in those days is considered as very, very good. Except that without the rail swing, when you swing it really slow, the swing, because the swing sound is only very short, so it only, for the whole arc, it only sounded in a very short distance, you have a swing sound, then it cut off. Then for the rest of the slow swing, you actually don't hear anything. Okay, whereas for the new real swing, even though there's a longer one, it will register a longer low swing, like that. Okay, but the rest of the other swing are pretty the same. Okay, let me look at Nano Visconti V4, which is about the same price range and same of the Spark. Okay, and the Spark 2, I think it didn't have NeoPixel, or was it the NeoPixel? The support for NeoPixel strips are very limited, so a lot of the strips cannot run for it. Therefore, I used TriCree to install it. But at the same time, when this came out, Nano Visconti V4, same time as about the Spark 2, this one runs on the NeoPixel, and it wasn't very choosy on the NeoPixel, so I managed to install this with the NeoPixel. So let's compare this. Okay, that's waking up from deep sleep. The Spark 2 got no deep sleep, same with the Spark 3 got no deep sleep. We use a kill key to cut off the power. So this is the Nano Visconti V4. Okay, so as you can see from Nano Visconti V4, the normal swings are pretty okay. The moment you try to go slow, it doesn't register a long swing anymore. So there's nothing like the real swing or the smooth swing. Okay, and when you move fast, it also doesn't follow the movement, and it has to finish playing that swing sound first before it will move on to the next swing sound. So you can be moving very fast, however it will not play all the swing sounds that your hand make. Okay, it will have to play the file first, then after you continue with the next one. Okay, so this one is very basic. This one came only with a flash on clash. There's basically no other effects like blaster block, flash lock, flash, what do you call that? The blade lockup, and no blaster blocks. Whereas this one only got flash on clash. Okay, the sound, these are the what you call the considered very good ones. The swing is considered very sensitive. Okay, same with the Spark 2. The Spark 2, this one was considered as very sensitive, and the Spark 2 has, besides the flash on clash, it also has blaster blocks and also the blade lockups. So it's got more features than the Nano Visconti V4. Priced about the same. Also got three channels as well. Except the V2 is very finicky with the type of blades that it support, and therefore it doesn't support a lot of the blades out there. Okay, then after that we have the Spark 3, the next version, which is the upgrade from Spark 2, and this one it's not so finicky on the blade, so this one I've installed it with the APA 1.5, also is doing very well. And in addition, the swing is actually about the same as the Spark 2 and the Nano Visconti V4, except there's an addition of a slow swing, we call it, okay, a slow swing. Other than that, I would say is basically about the same kind of sensitivity. However, there is a discernible lag in the movement. The sound that is registered compared to when I move it, I find that it's a little bit, maybe a tiny second or less than a microsecond or something like that, a millisecond but you can feel the difference. It's not really catching up with the movement. There's a slight lag to it. I think that in fact the version 2 or maybe Nano Visconti version 4 might even be slightly a bit more sensitive, but this one has got nicer sound because of the low swing. Now does that beat the Proffie board? So I'm going to show you the Proffie board, and then now you can tell me whether it is the real swing is actually better than the Proffie. Okay, so this is my Proffie with a NeoPixel. Okay, so now I want to show you the Proffie and compare the other ones just now with the copy, and let you see whether the Proffie is actually better than the Spark 3, or whether the Spark 3 is able to catch up, or is it better, the real swing, is it better than the smooth swing. Okay, so I'm going to go with this now. This is the Proffie with the NeoPixel blade. Slow swing, fast one. Okay, let me change another. I think this one, the battery is also low. Let me change another one for you. This is also another Proffie board. I'm not sure whether you can catch it on the video, but the Proffie's smooth swing is following the movement of my hand exactly. So there is no lag. Everything looks very connected. You know? It's as if like it's an extension of the hand. So as we move, the sound is very responsive and very immediate, and it mimics the hand movement exactly. I can't say the same for the real swing though. To be fair, I think the processor is also not the same as what is. It's not as powerful as the one is in the Proffie. There was actually a much lower, I think, processor. So the swing level is probably the same as the Spark 2, the Nano Visconti V4 is at that level. The only addition is the slow swing, which they call it as the real swing. So the level of swing is still about the same. Okay, now the Proffie to me is one level higher. It's much more responsive, much more together. The swing is much more, what do you call it, much more responsive and together. So I don't think so the real swing is anywhere close to the Proffie at this moment now. And of course with the Proffie you have much more programming that you can do. There's so many blade effects that can be done that cannot be done on the Spark 3, as well as the nano viscosity. That's the most basic of all. Okay. So just the last one before we close for this. Big breath, okay, which the others don't have. Even the blaster block, you see, is much more powerful. They lock up. Okay. And of course the animations, this is really a very fantastic part of the Proffie. Things like fire blade, okay, is fantastic. And if you look at the sound, the smoothing sound, that's fantastic. And of course the Proffie also comes with volume control. Anytime you want, you can actually go and adjust the volume, and also it has music track for every of the channel, and you can have as many channels as you want. Normally we fit about at least 14 to 18 presets in each one, whereas the Spark is only limited to 3. The nano viscosity is limited to 3. Okay, so that's my take on the Spark 3. It's actually an improvement on the Spark 2 and also the nano viscosity V4, but it's still very far away from the Proffie. Okay, thank you.